Hi, I'm Doug Adams here from the RunDNA Podcast. And today we're going to go into something that I am very passionate and something I've dedicated my career to. And that is how to be great at working with gait. And what are the four elements that are the pillars of being great at gait. So when we dive into this, this is something that is powerful whether you're a physical therapist, an athletic trainer, a chiropractor, a coach, a personal trainer. Being able to work with gait can make a huge impact on your clients' lives and the type of results that you're getting. The reason we're focusing on this is we did a survey towards the end of last year. So thank you to all those that participated in the survey. And what we found that the message was loud and clear. You want to be better at retraining gait. You want to know what cues to select, how to decide what cues are there, what the different cues are, how to utilize drills, how to make sure that the cues last. And that has shaped what our 2025 is all about. And we're going to start by introducing these elements that are critical that everyone does. That is great with gait. And I want you to really have an open mind with this because some of these elements are obvious and you're going to check the box to say complete, but some of these elements aren't. And there's some things that we really encourage people to make sure that they are diving in and refining their knowledge and skills to make sure that they're providing the best level of care that they can for their clients. So let's jump in and look at some of these now as we go. So first up is biomechanics. And understanding biomechanics is the foundation of pretty much everything that we do. This is how somebody runs or somebody walks, and it allows us to identify inefficiencies and areas that we can make improvement. So for example, when a runner presents with overstriding, it's not just about being able to point out that that's what they're doing. It's about understanding the why behind it and addressing the root cause. In our level 2 certified running gait analyst course, we talk about the 4 different types of overstriders and how to identify each of them. Then you have to understand how the specific biomechanics may relate to injuries or performance deficits for the individual person in front of you here. That's where that biomechanics knowledge really shines. And if you're looking for more of that, that's what a lot of our certified running gait analysts and certified walking gait analyst courses, that's where they're providing a lot more feedback about what's involved with that. Next up here, you see we kind of put these into, and if you're not on YouTube or looking at this, I highly encourage you to go over there and you can see a graphic that we have talking about these 4 elements that go into being a great gait provider. So the first one on the triangle at the base is biomechanics. The second one at the base is movement capabilities. And this is things like strength, mobility, and motor control. And I want you to think of these as the building blocks of great gait. If someone lacks ankle mobility or hip stability, it's going to be showing up in their stride. It's going to be evident in how they're moving. Addressing these deficits can unlock even better performance and reduce injury risk for the clients that you're working with. But you have to know how to analyze these quickly and make significant improvements efficiently. I like to use an analogy about digging a hole for why people need to be able to identify movement capabilities and why that's so important. So if you're digging a hole in the wrong place, digging deeper won't help you. And a lot of time, this is what we see happens. People are just going to make assumptions about why somebody is having lateral knee pain, and they're going to keep working on that IT band, and they're not going to look further and understand that that person might have ankle mobility restrictions and they have to turn the foot out, and that's putting stress on the lateral aspect of the body. So it's really about understanding and being precise and surgical almost of how we are identifying and addressing those limits in movement capabilities. And that's why we use things like the runner readiness assessment and the gait capacity screen to quickly see what somebody's movement capabilities are. The third element is gait retraining. And this is where the magic happens. This was that most requested topic in our survey that people want to learn a lot more about. And I think we do have to say, in just a brief caveat with this is that if you are not as familiar with the biomechanics or the movement capabilities, you do really need to address those things first. And as much as I'm a huge fan of gait retraining, and I think that that's a critical skill set and knowledge for people to have, it is something that we need to take some care of some of the foundational things first. And once you've done that, then you can move on to the gait retraining. But I think people are hesitant to do a lot of the gait retraining because they sometimes lack some of that knowledge or skills to be able to identify, do the gait analysis and identify where the limitations are. So get really good at that first. And the best way to do that is just to get reps. Start analyzing everyone. Gait analysis should be something that is done with every single client that you're working with. Almost everyone walks. Oh, like if you're working with athletes, almost every athlete runs. We need to be looking at these and getting reps and challenging ourselves to expand our knowledge and skill set with this as we grow. So then this third element of gait retraining, this is how do you select that perfect cue for each runner? How do you teach it in a way that it sticks? And how do you ensure that those changes are going to last? These are the questions that we're going to be answering this year. And this is where we've even revamped our live skills lab course. We're having more occurrences of those live skills lab. And we're even doing new video series giving you more examples of what gait retraining looks like. So we're going to talk about that more in a second. But just know that there are more resources coming, and you need to be on our email list, following our YouTube channel to make sure that you're getting access to that. Now, in the beginning, I said that there are some elements of the 4 elements that you might not be as familiar with, or might not be something that people are really putting a lot of emphasis on. And we call that coaching. And if you're looking at the triangle that we have, coaching is at the center of everything. And when we talk about coaching, this is really your ability to communicate effectively. It's that bridge between doing an analysis and putting things into action. The language you use, the way you deliver cues, and how you motivate your clients can make all the difference. Trust me, this is a skill, and one that I find many clinicians don't really put enough focus on. I've worked with people, I've shared patients, and I've given almost the exact same cue to somebody, but the way that I express it, how I educate the patient, the way that I am eliciting feedback from them and helping them get motivated makes all the difference in the world. So that language you use is crucial. And in the life skills course, we're going to talk a lot about this. We're going to talk about how to do it. We're going to give you a flow chart on how you can make sure that you're following the steps to doing gait analysis correctly. And that's what we're just going to be laser focused on, helping you become the best gait provider that you can be. And we're really excited about it. We're working on an in-depth video series where we're going to take you step by step through real gait analysis sessions. We just filmed one even yesterday where we took a full 90-minute session of me doing a gait analysis, a really great example, and we pared it down of here's the runner readiness assessment, here's the walking gait analysis we did with them, here's the running gait analysis, the cues. You can see it all, and we're going to hop on and give you the opportunity to have a chance to ask us your questions, have a chance to see what we're doing, and we're going to put this content out as consistently as you can so that we're empowering you with the tools and knowledge that you need to make a big difference in your client's life. So just to recap here and bringing this up on the screen large again, these 4 elements are starting with understanding biomechanics, having a way to quickly analyze and improve movement capabilities, selecting and applying gait retraining techniques, and then utilizing effective language through your coaching to make sure that you are mastering gait and making an impact on your clients. So, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to make this a community type venture where we are leaning on you guys as well. We want to hear from you what's working well. We want to hear what cues you use. If we work together as a community, we're going to learn a lot more together. And we want to be that center where everyone gets together. So as I said again, if you're not getting our newsletters, please head over to RunDNA.com. That's where we're going to announce a lot of this. We'll have some announcements on social media as well. So follow us on Instagram, RunDNA Systems. Check us out there, and make sure you're following the YouTube channel as well. That's where we'll be posting a lot of these videos. And then, last but certainly not least, is check out the Live Skills Lab. If this is a great opportunity, even if you've gone to a Live Skills Lab before, we have revamped it. We have put together a lot of new content and given you a lot more formulaic approach to here's exactly how we do gait analysis, so that you have a starting point and then you can build it out and make it your own. So thank you for being part of this community. And I want to just kind of convey how excited we are for really focusing on this in 2025. Thank you for your feedback about this is what you're really looking to learn. And hopefully we can keep moving forward together. Thanks for listening.
Like what you hear? Leave a review of the show wherever you listen, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. RunDNA helps runners and running specialists through education and technology to identify each runner's unique injury profile to avoid setbacks and maximize results. The RunDNA Podcast is produced by Ace Running LLC. The RunDNA Podcast is intended for educational purposes only. No clinical decision-making should be based solely on one source. While care is taken to ensure accuracy, factual errors can occur. Always seek the guidance of qualified medical professionals before making healthcare decisions. Find us online at RunDNA.com.